There's no meaning to life if we didn't have death, because it gives you a time span in which you must live your life and do whatever you want to do, knowing that there's going to be a cut-off point at some stage.
It is now that matters. How do you live? It's not how did you live, how do you live now? It's a day-to-day business. Life is a day-to-day business.
I try to make ends meet by selling some few chips to survive. Yes, I do work, but the money I'm getting from the government is, from where I'm working, is too much little. I sell these smokies for R1.50 a packet to make ends meet. And at the same time, I've got a family. I've got 3 children. I am responsible to feed them. Also, I've got my parents, my father, my mother, my stepmother, my sisters, my brothers, of which they all depend to me to feed them. Now, that is why now sometimes I do sell beers. I'm not sure if it's legal, but I'm trying my best to make sure that at least I have something on the table. I sell these answers. Not to commit whatever the crime, but to make the life much more easier. As our government says, you must wake up and do your own business.
This is my neighborhood, and this is where I stay. I grew up here, and I feel more comfortable being here. What I do is to work closely with other young people, but in years I've started to have some ideas collectively with other young people, whereby we can produce some small or short films about our neighborhood. So uzakwenza njalo ke uzawunaba ke kuyo. We are doing a film on teenage pregnancy, and it's one of our projects to make sure or to educate other young people who feel entrapped or who are being confused by some of or getting misinformed about the issues that really matters to them. Blacks are still staying separate from other color races. We've got blacks in one area, we've got colored people in the other area, we've got white people on the other area. We don't complain. It has been like this since 1994. The wish was to integrate the races so that we could call ourselves a new South Africa. And I guess it's still a new South Africa.
Every second and every third, Someone dies without even a say. And I ask myself, are we that naive or are we just plain ignorant? It's so sad. Sometimes I look up the sky and ask the man above, Lord, is it ever gonna end? But of course, the answer to that lies within us. It can change and it can stop. If only we could give a hand to those who are in need, no matter what culture, color, race, no matter what religion you are. But the time has come for us to unite and rise above. I know that I'm a very gifted individual, but due to the circumstances that I'm coming from, unfortunately I was not able to go to university. But more than anything else, I would love to go back to university and study media and creative writing.
Yesterday, I had to see 3 people, 3 family members died. Today, I haven't had a call yet, but we do the administration now. And we pray that the Lord will not forget us, to give us jobs. Now people are saying, how can you pray for people to die? So I say, I don't die. I'm not praying that they must die. People die the whole time. So I'm not praying people dead. They are there. All I'm saying is, Lord, please give me my share.
The saddest part of this job is when you have to make a baby coffin. And I feel each child has the right to live a normal, full life, where he at least has to fit into an adult coffin.
You know, my dream is on my last days, because now I'm heading for my last days now. I think I've got only 30 years to live now. So is that to see that the whole world believes in democracy, and the apartheid should really be stopped, because there's still apartheid. That is the main thing that worries me.
During the apartheid era, when people had to go and apply for their ID books, for their identity documents, some colored people could almost choose to be white, depending on the color of their skin and depending on how straight their hair was. So say, for example, I decided to go and try and apply to be a white person on my identity document. The way that the government decided was through something called a pencil test. Let me demonstrate. They took a pencil and they put it into your hair like this. Okay, so the pencil's in my hair, right? It's not moving. And you shake your head. I would have passed because the pencil just flew out of my hair, which means that my hair was straight enough to be considered white. Throughout our lives, we are taught to strive for the dream, but settle for the attainable. To hold on to the star we have, instead of the star our hearts are striving to reach. And sometimes, we give up on dreams because we're too tired, or it's too hard to breach the gap between circumstance and the ideal, between the dream and society's definition of what is good enough.
Parkour is not a sport for competing. It's not that you're trying to be better than anyone else. It's more everyone pulls together and it's like a community thing. So the aspect of parkour in Cape Town is that it's not just for the very privileged, it's for anyone. So even if you have like no resources, you just have the clothing that's on your back, you can practice parkour. It's like a religion almost. No one is excluded from it.
You only have one life, you understand? So everybody needs to claim their life today and live it only today. One dream, one life, that's what you need to do.